Good morning, students. In the previous class, we see some problem involving exercise 1.3. Now we continue the exercise, but in the remaining sum involving some word problem. It's also easy one, but you understand the question, then we solve. In exercise 1.3, the 13. The weight of a muscles of a man in a function of his body weight x and can be expressed as W of x is equal to 0.35x. So weight of a man. So weight W, whose weight is denoted as x, so W of x. Then our question is determine the domain of this function. Domain. So domain, we already explained how to find the domain. We put some values of x, it has some value. Okay? But here involving fully weight. Weight is involved only in positive, it's not in negative. What is the weight of your body? It may be 30 kg or 40 kg or 50 kg. It's not at minus 10 kg, minus 20 kg. So here x is a real valued function for all real values of x. Now we find just a domain. Given first of all, W of x is equal to 0.35x, where x indicates his body with weight is x. Suppose when x is equal to 0, what is the value of W of 0? 0.35 into 0. 0 into anything is always 0. When suppose x is equal to 1, W of 1 is 0.35 into 1 is nothing but just 0.35. You see it's a 0 value or 0.35. But a human body weight it cannot be have at 0. At least some of form height. Now our question is to find the domain. You identify the weight is always a positive. Therefore, the domain will be right. It is either open interval 0, infinity. We can't find the value of the human body. So the interval 0, infinity, or we say the value of x is greater than 0. So the domain is 0, infinity, or the value of x is greater than 0. It's not exactly is equal to 0. Because at least we have some weight. So the domain is x greater than 0. Our question is to find the domain only. So the domain is either open interval 0, infinity, or x is greater than 0. So it is the answer of this question. Now we move the next question of 14. The distance of an object falling is a function of a time t and can be expressed as s of t is equal to minus 16 t square. Given is a distance of falling of an object. One object is falling. Whose distance equation is there, s of t is equal to minus 16 t square. Our question is graph the function and determine if it is a 1 to 1. Now we find it is a 1 to 1 and also we graph the function. What is the given distance equation? S of t is equal to minus 16 t square. For we draw the function, I form one table. Here the indicates the value of t. Next one, whose the function value s of t. In your choice we put any values. For we draw the diagram, just I put the 3 values. Suppose the value of t is 0, 1 and 2. Is your choice we put some negative value or positive values. I put just 3 values 0, 1 and 2. So when t is equal to 0, what is the value of s of t? We replace here t by 0. So 0 to anything is always 0. When t is equal to 1, s of 1 value is minus 16 into 1 square is a minus 16. When t is equal to 2, okay, when t is equal to 2, s of 2 minus 16 into 2 square. The value of 2 square is 4. Minus 16 into 4 is a minus 64. First we draw the graph. We know wherever it is x-axis, y-axis, origin. We will be taking the values of x here 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. But the value of s of t is nothing but y-axis. Minus 16, minus 64. So if we take the suitable value, I assume here minus 16. And I assume here minus 64. Okay, it's possible. Minus 1, minus 2, etc. to minus 16 and minus 64. Now we plot the points. First point is 0, 0. Second point 1 minus 16. X value is 1 and y value is minus 16. Here we will take x value is 2 and s of t value is minus 64. So I will take here. Now we join the points. So it is a graph of our given function s of t. So the name of the function is s of t, and whose value is minus 16 t square. So first one answer is over. Graph the function. Next, now we check it is either 1 to 1. You know very well 1 to 1 means one value is exactly one image. Now I put 0, 0 will come. I put 1 minus 16. 2 I put minus 64. Therefore we write the conclusion. For each and every value of t there corresponds s of t. For each value of x there corresponds only one value of s of t. For each value of x or t is your choice. We write anywhere. There corresponds only one value of s of t. We write either here x or t is your choice. We just write is x-axis and y-axis in two manner. We write either t or x. For each value of t, there will be only one value of s of t is possible. Therefore, it is a one-to-one function. Is only one value. So not only have more than one value. Therefore, the given function is also a one-to-one function. Now we move the next question, 15. The total cost of airfare, that is in aeroplane of right airfare, if the base cost is C and the fuel charge surcharge is S in rupees, there will be two charges are given. First one is a base cost, whose symbol is given C, and the surcharge, okay, one charge is whose symbol is S. Both are given in rupees. If a C of m is 0.4 m plus 50 and S of m, that value is 0.03 m, then the question is determine the total cost. Now to find the total cost. Also find the airfare for flying 1600 miles. All are given in miles. Now first of all to find the total cost. Given C of m is 0.4 m plus 50. Next, S of m value is given 0.03 m. Our first question is determine the total cost. Now to find the total cost, so I will take it is T of m. Is a base charge, surcharge. Total cost, total, so I will take this T of m. So what is the total cost? We add this two cost, that is, we add C of m plus S of m. So T of m, C of m value is 0.4 m plus 50 plus S of m value is 0.03 m. Now we add T of m is equal to 0.4 plus 0.03 m. Both are having m. We add these two. What is the answer? 0.43 m plus 50. Okay. We add 0.4 and 0.03. So 3, 4, 0. So this is the total cost. So total cost. First we find the total cost. Next we find the airfare for flying 1600 miles also. So when m is equal to 1600, T of 1600, 0.43 into 1600 plus 50. So how to simplify 0.43 into 1600? We have two decimal place. 100 is also there. So now we write it is 43 into 16 plus 50. For understanding, I write here, I complete the answer. 43 into 16 plus 50. Now I multiply 43 into 16. 3 8s are 3 6 are 18, 8 remainder 1. And it is 4. 4 16s are is 64. 8 8 6. So 688. 688 plus what is the answer? 50. So we add here 50. 8 3 7. So 738. Therefore, we write the required cost is 738. That means the cost of an air flight for 1600 miles is rupees 738. So just 1600 miles. There will be two charges are given. One is a base cost and another one is a surcharge. So here M indicates miles. So surcharge and base cost both are given in miles. First is the easy one. First we add this 2. So it is a total cost. Next to find some amount when the value of M is 1600. So when M is 1600, the required cost is 738. Now with the next question 16. A salesperson earning is A of X is equal to rupees 30,000 plus 0.04 X. The question is very big. For short or convenient, I write in very short. So a person, a salesman earning is A of X is equal to 30,000 plus 0.04 X. Where X is the rupee, where X indicates the rupee. Is son earning is, so son, so the symbol is yes. 25,000 plus 0.05 X. Then our question is, find A plus S of X. That is, what is the total earning? And determine the total family income. If they each sell a rupee, 1 rupee is given. We count what is the total amount? Ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore. Suppose a person and the son both have 1 crore and 50 lakhs thousand amount will be earning. What is the total income? That is, the 1 crore 50 lakhs material will be sold. What is the total income of the family is our question. First of all, given there will be two values, A of X 30,000 plus 0.04 X, and whose son S of X is 25,000 plus 0.05 X. First we find A plus S of X. We write it is A of X. Okay, we multiply this X inside. A of X plus S of X. A of X is 30,000 plus 0.04 X. A of X is forward plus S of X 25,000 plus 0.05 X. We add these two. 30,000 plus 25,000. We get 55,000 plus 0.04x plus 0.05x. Add we get 0.09x. So it is a value of A plus S of X. Okay. Therefore, A plus S of X, that value is 55,000 plus 0.09x. First one answer is over. The next question. What is the income of the family? Suppose both the persons, that is a father and son, is purchases or sells some amount whose amount value is 1 crore and 50 lakhs. When X is equal to 1 crore and 50 lakhs. A plus S of whose X value is 1 crore and 50 lakhs, or in LHS just we write X also. Is 55,000 plus 0.09 into X. The value of X is 1 crore 50 lakhs. 55,000. How many decimal point is there? There will be a 2. So just I write 9 and I eliminate the 2 zeros. So 150,000. There will be 2 decimal places there. So 9. I cut the 2 zeros. So 150,000. 55,000. Now we multiply. Actually 4 0 is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 and 9. All are 0. 5 9s are 45. So 5. Remaining 4. 1 9s are 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. So now we add 1 3 5, 1 2 3 4 0 and 55,000. 0 0 0 5 0 4 1. So 140,500. So in amount symbol, how to say? Ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, lakh and 10 lakhs. So which is the required cost. So we write just the answer, or we write the symbol also, rupee symbol also. So the total income of the family is 140 and 5,000. It is the required answer of the second subdivision. Now we move the next one. The question is very big. The answer of the question I will be saying. Two function is given. So directly given the two functions. The first function is f of x and the second function is g of y. F of x is defined as 1.23x, where x indicates the American dollar and f of x is the Singapore dollar. That is, we convert the American dollar into the Singapore dollar. And next one, g of y is equal to 50.50y, where this y indicates the Singapore dollar and g of y is indicating an Indian rupee. That is, there will be three currencies are involved here. The currencies are American dollar, Singapore dollar and Indian rupee. Now our question is to convert the American dollar in terms of rupees. That is the question. So now to find g dot f. Here f of x, g of y all are given in your question. But we identify what we find. To find the American dollar in terms of the rupees. That is to find g dot f. How to write g dot f? In the previous class we see the composition of two functions. G dot f. We write it is g dot f of x. Because f is a function of x, so I write f of x. So we write it is g of f of x. G of f of x. How to define f of x? F of x is defined as 1.23x. Okay, so it is a value of g of x. But g of x value is also defined. That is g of y. How to define g of y? Y is, we write 50.50y. So the bracket one term is multiplied with 50.50. Therefore, how to write g of 1.23x? We write it is 50.50. If y is there, we replace y. In place of y here, 1.23x. So we write it is 1.23x. Then we multiply these two terms. That is, what is the multiplication term? This is 50.50 and 1.23. The final answer is 62.115x. We multiply briefly. So the answer is 62.115x. Therefore, G dot F, that value is 62.115x. That is, $1 we write in terms of rupee is approximately 62.115x. The concept of the question is, there will be three currencies are involved. They are American dollar, Singapore dollar and Indian rupee. First one, the American dollar is given in the Singapore dollar. The second one, the Singapore dollar we write in terms of Indian rupee. Now to convert the American dollar in terms of rupee, that is to find G dot F. We already know G dot F, we write G dot F of x. Then simplification we know very well. Therefore the final answer is 62.115x. The next question is, the owner of a small restaurant can prepare a particular meal at a cost of rupees 100. Okay, small restaurant can prepare a lunch, a particular meal is rupees 100. That is, cost of the price is 100. Next, he estimates that if the menu price of the meal is X rupees, that is, the preparing amount is rupees 100. We sell always, the shop will be run in profitable. So whose cost of preparing a meal is rupees 100. So he sells some more, is 110 or 120 or 150 like this. The amount value is not given, is given in X. He estimates that if the menu price of the meal is X rupees, then the number of customers who will order that meal, or the price in an evening is given by, is a 200 minus X. That is the number of customers. D of X is a 200 minus X. The number of customer also is not exact given. It may be the number of customer will become 2, 3, 5 or 10, 20 like this. Then express is their revenue. So to write express is revenue, total cost and profit on this meal as a functions of X. So we tell these three values, that is revenue, total cost and profit. All value we must tell. All are tell in the functions of X. Okay, what is meant by profit here? Where the profit is whose revenue minus cost. Okay, revenue minus cost is the profit. So now to tell the three answers, all the three answers are functions of X. That is revenue, total cost and profit. Okay, first of all, what is the cost of one meal and what is the number of a customer? Here the number of customer is given is 200 minus X. So in our answer, number of customer. First of all, the number of customer whose value is 200 minus X. So first one is 1. Next, cost of one meal. Preparation cost of the meal is given is rupees 100. So what is the total cost? If one person will come whose amount is 100, 2 person will come 2 into 100, 3 person will come 3 into 100. But what is the total number of customer? Is a 200 minus X. So what is the total cost? So the total cost is 100 into 200 minus X. Okay, one cost of one meal into the number of customer. If one customer will come 100 into 200, 2 customer will come 100 into 200 minus 2. So it is the total cost of the restaurant. Next, revenue on one meal. What is the revenue on one meal? Is not given in terms of rupees, is given in X. Revenue on one meal, you see, if the menu price of the meal is X rupees, so we take that value is X. Okay. What is the total revenue? So one person will come whose revenue is X. 2 person will come whose revenue is 2x, 3x like this. But what is the number of customer here? The number of customer is 200 minus 6. So what is the total revenue? The total revenue is this X into the number of customer. X into 200 minus X. So it is a total revenue. Now we find 2. That is the total cost and total revenue. And also to find in profit also. So now we write the profit. Okay, here what is the formula of profit? Profit is nothing but whose revenue minus whose expenses. So revenue minus cost. That means the total revenue minus total cost. In short, I write revenue minus cost. What is the revenue value here? The total revenue is x of 200 minus x. Okay, it's the value of total revenue minus total cost. The total cost is 100 into 200 minus x. The simplification is possible here in this 2 term, which is common. 200 minus x is common. So I will take outside 200 minus x. In the first term remaining is just x. And the second term is minus 100. Therefore, the profit. So it is our profit. Or we write in rupee symbol also. Rupee 200 minus x into x minus 100. So now we find three values: total cost, total revenue, and profit. This question is a very easy one if you understand the question. All the three questions are given in terms of x. So we see cost is given in terms of x, revenue is given in terms of x, and the profit also in terms of x. Okay students, the same model problem lies in our example also. So we must try, and if you have any doubt, call us, we clarify your doubts.